What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is another episode, playoff edition, for what I think to believe one of the most exciting playoff games this weekend. I am talking about the 11-5 Tennessee Titans hosting the 11-5 Baltimore Ravens. As we know, this was a thrilling game, Week 11, where the Tennessee Titans had took the victory, and I want to say it was 23-20. Don't quote me on that. I just know it was a great game. Tonight, I am joined by Preston, representing the Tennessee Titans, and Lamar, a returning player on the show, representing the Baltimore Ravens. How we doing, gentlemen?
Great, man. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're living right, man. We're living really good right now.
Hey, that's amazing, guys. I hope that both of your families are doing well currently in this pandemic. I'm remiss if I don't say that, guys. And I'm looking forward to a great matchup here, right? So being that Preston that you've never been on the show before, sir, I will give you the floor to introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Preston Penn. I'm a longtime Titans fan and a big-time collector. I've been a fan since they moved to Nashville. I've been to just about every Titans game and just enjoying watching this team play well this year, minus just the defense. I mean, the defense has struggled, but the offense has carried it, and I think the defense is going to step up. I'm going to speak into existence.
There it is, man. They say defense wins championships, and we all know what the Titans did last year, was able to go on that run, actually defeating the Baltimore Ravens and what a lot of people thought was the shoe-in for a Super Bowl appearance last year. So, again, there's a lot of things in the Titans' favor. I think everybody knows, even maybe a kid knows, who's going to be the main proponent of that offense. So, King Henry and what he can do. And the Ravens are no sleeping. They early on hit some struggle points, but they seem to be hitting their mark. All right. Lamar, one of the originators on the show. You had a week 3 appearance, the first week of the episode. So it's been some time. We'd like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, how you doing? My name is Lamar Simmons. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm in the batter's box again after swinging out and striking out against the Chiefs early in week 3. I know they're going to make a big run. The Chiefs are. I hope to see them again. I'm really excited to see the Titans. Again, I'm born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I know Rod from a long time, almost 15 years. So I'm really excited to be here. And I'm here to represent Baltimore. We got 2 championships total. I've been a fan since '96. Looking for a third one. I want Lamar Jackson to pull through. I mean, he's going to prove that he's going to be a passer in the playoffs. And we're dominated by the run game too. I respect King Henry. But we got about a 4-headed monster, including Lamar Jackson. And some sleepers back there that probably might be sneaking into some of these questions. I'm looking forward to tonight right here and doing this. I've been looking forward to this all day. So, I don't know what the game plan is, but, we want to execute today, though, babe.
There it is. Hey, man, I make the reference, man. When you look at King Henry versus what Baltimore got, it's almost like the movie Godzilla, where you got Godzilla, basically Derrick Henry, and then whatever that 3-headed dragon was that he was fighting in the movie, that's what the Baltimore Ravens have with Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, and Mark Ingram. And then I guess Lamar Jackson can just be the engine in the inside of it. I know, because he's the most powerful one. All right. So if you watched the show before, you know the rules here. We do 4 fast quarters of all data analyticals, where we pull from Pro Football Focus, Sharp Football Stats, Player Profiler, as well as other sites that collect information on football. And what we do is we quiz our opponents and what do you know about their opposing team for the upcoming weekend. All right, we go through 4 quarters. In the event that we're tied at the end of 4 quarters, we go to what's overtime, where it's XFL style. We have questions that rank from 1 to 3 points, and our opponents get to choose which one they want to go for. So if it's 1 point, it's usually a layup line. But if it's 3, they got to go in the bank. All right. But for the playoffs, we wanted to add a little twist and more scoring opportunities. So each quarter, our participants will have the opportunity to use a field goal or a touchdown. The 3 points is usually player-based, so a little easier. And 7 points are really stats, trends, or percentages. All right. We've also instituted a pick 6. So in the event that one of the participants get a question wrong and the opposing participant is confident in the answer, he can say, hey, I want to do a pick 6, steal that question, and potentially steal the points if he gets it right. In the event that one of the participants is losing by more than 10 points at halftime, they have the opportunity in the 3rd and 4th quarter to do an onside kick, which will essentially give them an opportunity to score 7 points. But if they get it wrong, their opponent automatically gets 7 points, right? So add a little fun, a little bit of intrigue in this game. All right. Any questions?
Good.
There we go. Lamar, as the visiting team, you can decide whether or not you want to field the first question or wait to the second half.
All right, I'm a defensive-minded guy. I know, the Titans is a big defense, but, 2 Super Bowls we won defense. We're going to defer, and we're going to let We'll let Preston go ahead and do his thing on offense real quick before we come
And
out.
it is, ladies and gentlemen, defense is the best offense, I like to believe, and that's what wins championships. So Lamar defers to the second half. Preston, you are first. What's the game plan? Are you ready for your first quarter question?
I'm ready.
Are you going to go for a field goal or a touchdown?
Let's start a field goal.
All right, Preston says, I just want to get points on the board. I just want to get some points
Right.
on the board, ease ourselves into the game here. Here
That's
we
a
go.
battle.
For 3 points, Preston, your first quarter question. The Baltimore Ravens leads the league in rushing yards at 191.9 yards per game. Which player leads the team in yards per carry? Is it A, Lamar Jackson, B, J.K. Dobbins, C, Gus Edwards, or D, Mark Ingram?
It's tough. I'm going to go Lamar. That sounds like a safe answer.
Hey, man, sometimes the answer is right in front of you because he's correct. Lamar Jackson does lead the team with 6.3 yards per carry. He has 10 rushes of 20 yards or more, but he does have 5 fumbles on the season. All right, so sometimes the things that help you the most can also hurt you the most as well, and that's what Lamar Jackson is. All right, so Preston they says, I'm going to just get on the board, jumps out to a 3-0 lead here. Let's see what Lamar decides to do with his first quarter question.
Yeah,
We're going field goal or touchdown.
yeah, we're going to touchdown right now.
And Lamar said, man, I see you 3, but I raised you 7. All right, here we go. Lamar, for your first quarter question for a touchdown. MVP candidate Derrick Henry has literally carried the Tennessee Titans to the playoffs. Alongside being an NFL rushing leader this season, his 378 carries are 60 more than Dalvin Cook, who has 312 and is second in the league. He is averaging 24 carries a game and 26 in Titans wins this season. How many yards is Henry averaging when he gets between 21 to 30 attempts per game? How many yards per carry is he averaging when he gets 21 to 30 attempts per game? Is it A, 5.2, B, 4.7, C, 6.1, or D, 4.8 yards per carry?
Yards per carry for 21 to 30 attempts.
Yep. So anytime he gets between 21 to 30 attempts a game, how many yards per carry is he averaging? You need the options again?
One more time.
So it's A, 5.2 yards, B, 4.7 yards, C, 6.1 yards, or D, 4.8 yards.
What was A again?
A was 5.2.
No, it was the other 4-point average.
Is B 4.7 or D 4.8?
I'm gonna go with 4.7, Rod.
All right, so Lamar likes B 4.7. Sometimes you got to go with your gut because I feel like he was leaning towards A, which is the correct answer, 5.2 yards per carry. So he is in fact averaging 5.2 yards per carry. They say he gets stronger with every carry, and that's essentially what happens here. All right.
Yeah.
He's most dangerous between the 11 and 20 carries, where he's averaging over 6 yards. All right. He's averaging 4.8 yards after carries after 30 yards. So normally a running back gets tired, but it seems like Derrick Henry just gets stronger with the more carries he gets.
And them touchdown questions, no joke. We might be having a field goal game here tonight.
Hey, we told you, man, it wasn't going to be easy. All right, so Preston keeps a 3-0 lead going into the second quarter. Preston, in your second quarter question, are you going to go for a field goal or a touchdown?
I'm like Jeff Fisher. I love field goals. Let's do it.
Here we go. All right. So for 3 more points, Lamar Jackson's passing accuracy continues to be challenged by sports analysts. They said, we know the stories. In his 2 games against the Titans, he is 9 for 15 with 93 yards, with essentially half a touchdown and half an interception. Who has been his favorite target in those games? Is it A, Marquise Brown, B, Mark Andrews, C, Willie Snead, or D, Mark Ingram?
I think Mark Andrews.
All right, Preston chooses B, Mark Andrews. He must have Justin Tucker for a kicker, ladies and gentlemen, because he is correct. In those 2 games, Mark Andrews has 14 targets, 135 yards, and 1 touchdown. So in those 2 games against the Titans, he is targeting the tight end. And the Tennessee Titans versus tight ends are giving up 7th best in the league, 873 yards. So this could be a matchup where Lamar Jackson may bode well by targeting tight ends because the Tennessee Titans can't stop him. All right. So Preston jumps out to a 6-0 lead against Lamar. However, though, the issue with field goals is you keep the game close. Let's see if Lamar can answer here in the second quarter. All right, sir. Are we just trying to get on the board here? We're gonna go for it.
Yeah. Let's get on the board now.
All right, Lamar's gonna play strategic here and just get on the board for a field goal. Here we go for your 3-point question. The Tennessee Titans are averaging 4 red zone attempts per game, which is third best in the league according to TeamRankings.com. According to Sharp Football Stats, which receiver has the most red zone targets? Is it A, tight end Anthony Ferkser, B, wide receiver Corey Davis, C, wide receiver Adam Humphries, D, running back Jeremy Nichols, the most targets in the red zone?
I have to go with Corey Davis. He's been a good guy for them all year. And I haven't watched too many games, and I barely know the roster. So Corey Davis, that looks like.
Okay, all right. I think you just fell on what they call relevancy bias. All right, that's because I might be wrong, but I didn't pass that class in class, I guess. But
okay,
you're wrong, sir. I say all that to say you're wrong. The answer is in fact A, tight end Anthony Ferkser. He has 7 targets when they're in the red zone. He has 4 from the 11-yard and 20-yard line. He has 1 touchdown with the 57% success rate. So more times often than not, tight end Jonnu Smith and tight end Anthony Ferkser is who they target when they're in the red zone.
Preston, did you know that?
Honestly, I thought it was Corey. I mean, I know Ferkser gets a lot because, Jonnu gets a lot, but he scores more from like when he gets the touchdown from outside the red zone. But Ferkser is just, that guy's money since coming over from the Jets. He couldn't even make the Jets, which you see how good they are at evaluating talent. And then Ferkser is just, I mean, that guy has got maybe the best hands in the team.
Ooh, that's saying a lot, man. AJ Brown is pretty impressive. That's saying
He
a lot.
is. He's a monster.
He is. And right now, Preston is proven to be a monster because he's going to hold a 6-0 lead going into halftime. So we will flip it here. Lamar will get still a close game. Lamar will get the first question in the third quarter. All right, sir, for your third quarter question, are we going to go field goal or are we going to go for a touchdown?
No, right. In the beginning, you mentioned pick sixes. Is there any way to block? You can block the kick, right? And take it back?
Well, yeah. If you know an answer that Preston gets wrong, absolutely. You can also do that as well. I do apologize.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's go for a field goal right now.
Okay, all right, for a field goal. Your third quarter question. Got to get on the board. Here we go. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill has passed for 3,819 yards, ranking him third in team franchise history. He's also averaging 238.7 yards per game. He has also been the most accurate in the first quarter with 10 touchdowns and 1 interception and averaging 123 QBR. Which receiver is Tannehill's favorite target in the first quarter, according to Sharp Football Stats?
Here we go.
Is it A, Jonnu Smith, B, AJ Brown, C, Corey Davis, D, Anthony Ferkser?
Most targets.
Listen, yeah, who has the most target? Who is Ryan Tannehill targeting the most in the first quarter?
In the first quarter. You said AJ, right?
AJ Brown is option B. Yes.
I'm going with AJ Brown.
All right, Lamar chooses B, AJ Brown. Sometimes I feel like you got to be confident in your answers, sir, because you're right. All right. The answer is, in fact, B, AJ Brown. All right, in the first quarter, he has 24 targets, 11 first downs, averaging 11.4 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. He's giving Ryan Tannehill 120.5 QBR. All right, so you're absolutely right. That's who he wants to get the ball to early and often, and we saw how he needed him late in this past Sunday's game against the Houston Texans.
He's a monster, man. You're a monster.
There we go. So Lamar gets on the board there, gets 3 points. All right, so there goes Justin Tucker showing up. All right. Preston, your third quarter question. You can extend it by 3 again, or you could take a commanding 13-3 lead. What are we going to do, sir?
I'm kicking a field goal. I feel a little better because my passing game's not very good today.
All right, coach.
All right, there we go. Still keeping with field goals. Here we go. Preston, your third quarter question. One word describes the Baltimore Ravens defense: aggressive. They lead the league in blitzes with 290 and have 39 sacks on the year. Which player has the most sacks? Is it A, Matthew Judon, B, Calais Campbell, C, Jihad Ward, or D, Patrick Queen?
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, run that by me one more time. I just had a brain block here.
Oh, that's all good. A, Matthew Judon. B, Calais Campbell. C, Jihad Ward. D, Patrick Queen.
I think Matt Judon.
I got to check and see what team Justin Tucker played for, because this man's he's automatic. He's correct. Matthew Judon has 6 sacks on the season so far. Calais Campbell has 3. Jihad Ward has 2, and Patrick McQueen has 1. All right. So they're going to rush the quarterback, and more times than not, Matt Judon has been the most successful at sacking them. All right. Preston jumps out to a 9-3 lead, so essentially washes away those 3 points that Lamar Simmons just got in the third quarter. Going into the fourth, we have a 9-3 lead. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it looks as if Lamar Simmons only has one option here to keep this game close.
Well, it's still a fourth quarter. It's still a 4-quarter game. We're going to put our offense out there right now and go for 6. If they don't get it, and then the defense got it. I mean, the other teams got it, and we're just an interception away or block field goal for a touchdown. So,
hey, I love the way you think. I love the way you're thinking right now. All right, so your 7-point question to keep it a game. Would it be 10-13? So you actually have to do something. All right, here we go. For 7 points, the Titan defense struggles to create pressure on the quarterback. They have only registered 19 sacks so far this season. That's only 4 more than TJ Watt has individually. According to the Football Outsiders, what is the Titans' adjusted sack rate? Is it A, 3.9, B, 2.1, C, 4.5, or D, 3.0? Adjusted sack rate.
And their adjusted sack rate is defined by
The amount of times that they actually, based on how many times they send pressure, how many times they actually get a sack
per game.
per game.
And I know the options were one more time.
A, 3.9, B, 2.1, C, 4.5, or D, 3.0.
I'm going to go with D, 3.0.
All right, Lamar chooses D, 3.0, and unfortunately, he's wrong. The answer is A, 3.9. All right.
Woo!
The adjusted sack rate is
0.9 different.
Yep. All right.
Either way, it's not good.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not good at all. 19 sacks, and you have 5 or more players. I want to say it's like 7 in the league that have double digits individually. And the Tennessee Titans are unfortunately right there at 19. Unfortunately, the Jadeveon Clowney experience didn't work out. I'm sure the way both of them would have liked it. He was hurt early on in the season. 8 games he played, didn't have any sacks at all. So they're gonna have to develop some type of pass rush. If not in this offseason, this postseason, definitely this is something they got to address in the offseason. So
yeah, because no Vic Beasley either. I mean, that was not good. And before this game, we had 15 sacks in 15 games. That's we got the 4 of the last game.
Yeah, you got to remember also this is just a year removed from having 43 last year. So when you talk about a turnover on defense, something happened. They got to figure it out and take it out the next season. Yep. So, all right, 9-3. Still an open game here. We'll see what it may be open. It decides on what Preston decides to do here.
I'm kicking a field goal.
Oh, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Preston, to get all 4 questions right. All right, this will be the first time this has happened in the episode. Here we go. For 3 points and to essentially seal the game with a 12-3 win.
But hold on. Oh, yeah. You're right, Coach. My bad, ref. My bad, ref.
Don't Joe Harbaugh got one of them stat guys that he talked to before each play?
Hey, Ed Hockley. Hey, put your hand down, man. You all right?
All right. Preston, here go your 4-quarter question. The Ravens offense is known to be explosive, led by their amazing rushing attack and the speedster Hollywood Brown. According to Sharp Football Stats, which player on the team has the highest explosive play rankings? Is it A, Willie Snead, B, J.K. Dobbins, C, Gus Edwards, or D, Marquise Brown?
Oh, God, that's a good one. I'm leaning between 2. I'm going to go with Marquise Brown.
All right, Preston chooses Marquise Hollywood Brown, which would be the obvious answer, but unfortunately, it's not the correct answer. Answer is in fact A.
Hey, hold
Willie
on. What I
Snead.
can't do the interception on that?
Oh, my bad, sir. Was you going? You could do a block, I guess. Go ahead.
You didn't give me the option.
My bad, sir. We had a point in the game to where 3 points really ain't gonna do much for you.
I thought I could block it and then take it back for a touchdown.
No, you can only get the amount of points that he's waging for, sir.
All right,
So
ref. All right, ref.
jump in the line. Okay. All right. Lamar chooses A. He blocks the field goal. Selects Willie Snead. Lamar blocked the field goal, selects A, Willie Snead, and he will be correct. So he runs the field goal back for 3 points, but unfortunately, it does not win him the game. It does not win him the game, ladies and gentlemen. With the score of 9-6, Preston Penn takes the game. Sir, the floor is yours for a victory speech.
Guys, this was a really hard-fought win. We really needed to get some field goals. We needed Gostkowski to step up. After the first game in Denver, I was really scared. We missed a game winner potentially in Pittsburgh, but Gostkowski's fully healed. He's over COVID. He is ready to roll, and he showed it today in a Jeff Fisher-style win. So congrats to Gostkowski for getting the game ball.
And there we go. I want to apologize for disrespecting Gostkowski. I was using Justin Tucker as an analogy for your team, but it seems that you have an automatic kicker yourself. And he helped you today at a 9-6 win. Lamar, unfortunately, sir, you are in familiar territory here as with another loss, sir. The floor is yours for a score prediction.
For a score prediction, yes. I think obviously Baltimore going to win. We're 3-point favorites. I like how the game went today between us with the field goals, and I think tomorrow morning. Look at me think about work. I think on Sunday at 1 p.m. we're going to win about 17-14.
Okay, low scoring game.
I'll take that. It's gonna be a defensive match.
I like it. Preston, how about yourself? Your score prediction?
27-24 Titans over Ravens. I can't ever pick anybody other than the Titans, and it probably will come back to bite me, but I'm rolling with my team.
All right, they say defenses show up in the playoffs. We have one that has a established one, and we have one that's still trying to identify themselves. Hopefully they turn it on and repeat what they did last playoff success. All right, at the end of the day, I don't have any team in this race. I'm just hoping for an injury-free and exciting matchup. All right. Yes. Preston, as today's winner, you will get a shirt that says 8 Titans hire me as a scout, as well as a hoodie, What's the Game Plan hoodie. All right. This has been another amazing episode for a fun-filled weekend of games. I want to thank both my participants, Preston Penn and Lamar Simmons, for an amazing and a good time, a great time, gentlemen. I had a lot of fun with this one. All right. Hope we enjoyed it. This is Ron Murray. Thanks for watching.
Go Ravens.